Don't shy away from spaces that are fast paced because the good thing is you will learn a lot. Really, I just started as more so an HR manager, and I've tended to take a whole view of an organization anywhere that I worked. I didn't just confine myself to learning human resources. I was always very intrigued by other departments in the organization and understanding how work is done in the organization as a whole. And over time, I met some wonderful leaders who invested in me and believed in the work that I was doing, and I felt empowered to take on new challenges, and they made some space for me, quite honestly, as well. So I sort of found I would be the role before I got the role, and that would mean working up. Um, and that seemed to serve me well in my career, and taking an interest in other aspects of the organization also tended to serve me well, because then I could come up with solutions that were people oriented, with a little bit of an understanding of what the needs were from the different leaders in the organization, so that I could help address them through a people leadership lens. Really having an understanding and awareness of equity, diversity, and inclusion, and how it shows up in the workplace, and the concepts of things like inclusive leadership and bias. I think it has to become part of um, the work that we do, which I don't think was emphasized in previous years in the way that it is these days. So I would say that for any recent grad, anybody that's in entering the workforce or changing from one career into a career in human resources, definitely pay some attention in the area of increasing your knowledge and doing your research in the area of diversity and inclusion topics. Don't shy away from spaces that are fast paced, because the good thing is if you get into a workplace that is fast paced, you will learn a lot, and you will learn rather quickly. So I would encourage recent grads and people that are making career changes not to shy away from opportunities that are fast paced, because there's also a lot of learning that can come from that. I think it's really important to be flexible. And that, of course, that flexibility applies to so many aspects of the workplace or career in general. Not always perhaps is the job going to be exactly what you thought you would be doing, but run with it. Take it as a learning opportunity. Be flexible, and be willing to take on different opportunities. Even if there's areas that maybe you're presented with that you may say to yourself, oh, I don't really know that I know this. What do you have to lose? Give it a shot, do some research, learn, read up on it. Sometimes it comes from a place of not knowing that we actually get to a place of knowing. So, but it takes a little bit of courage. I think having a little bit of curiosity, because it helps you to ask questions. It also shows that you have a desire to learn and to look at things in a different way. And I would say, be prepared to show the added value that you bring to the table, so that you can showcase yourself as a standout employee. I think I've had to learn, the importance of work-life balance, because as I had mentioned before, when you tend to work up, and you are working really hard, sometimes you're putting in quite a lot of time or a lot of emotional investment, and that means sometimes I didn't give myself the work-life balance that I needed. I didn't always invest in self-care. So I think that would be a challenge that I had to learn through my career, and something that I still have to work at. But I think it would be something that is a challenge that I have overcome, I'm better at, and it's made me a better person, and probably more understanding of others too, and the importance of wellness and self-care in leadership, because sometimes it's easy to overlook that.